crafty friends, it's Tina the Scrappin' Rabbit, and today is day 1 of the Jaded Blossom November 2017 release, and I am so excited with this first set that we are sharing. It is another banner die, and it's the winter banner dies, and so there are so many really cool cuts on this set. Let me share with you guys what they look like. So I have all of mine on these magnet sheets, which helps me to keep it all together. So you get a couple of these snow borders, and so one is actually a border and the other one is a border that you can add to a bigger sheet of paper. You get this sprig, and with it comes these little berries, so you have the little berry die that you cut out. And then there is the mittens. You have sweaters, you have snowflakes, and little snowmen, and then you have all the different layering pieces that you can use alone or on top. So let me go ahead and share with you all the banners that I was able to cut and put together for you. Okay, so here they are, and I had a ton of fun cutting these out. So with the snow, the icicle trim, so as you can see, I used some glitter paper, and here is what it looks like as a little border. And you get all that wonderful stitching, and it's so sparkly when you do glitter paper, and it looks so pretty. And you can also do pattern paper. I think that if you had the right looking pattern paper, that would look really cool with that. And so to just do the edge, so I took a cut of another Jaded Blossom die, and then I didn't cut the bottom of it, and then I just added the trim, the edging here, and then so you can get a piece like that, so you can put it on any different shape. And so that's just the one that I did. I also cut out the mittens, and I think that they're so cute. Let me share with you the paper that I used. I used this Doodlebug design paper that you can also get at the Jaded Blossom store. And what I love about the Doodlebug designs is that the print is so small. So when you use the 6x6 with the patterns, you can get these little dies, and they just look so cute. They really can capture the pattern. That's what I like about 6x6 paper in general, is the smaller print for smaller cuts and cards. But then of course you have to have the 12x12 too when you want to make boxes and 3D type of items. So yeah, you got to have it all. But that is the cute Doodlebug design paper that I used mostly for this banner. And I used it for these adorable little mittens. Now with the die, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mittens. I just went ahead and added on, I just glued on at the very end, this one right here, because I felt like it was uneven. I don't know, I was thinking the 4 pairs of mittens, so that's why this one looks a little bit different. It's just because I added on that mitten at the very end. And here's what they look like. I cut this one out of sweater paper, and look at how adorable is that. And then here is another one. So you can use just these little die cut mittens all on their own as well, or on the string of banners. With the sweaters, now this one, I have to say, this one is so much fun to play with. So here's the banner, and I did use some other pads too. I did use some other papers for the sweaters. I think these 2 papers came from a different set. But you get 3 different sweaters. So you get the ones that has the stitching horizontal, you get the one that has like a little holly berry and leaf stitching, and then you get a plain one that has the stitching at the base and around the collar. And here's the one that I did with just the sweater paper, which I think is so cute. And here's the one with the holly and the berries, and I just colored this one with my Copics, so I cut it out with the white paper and then colored it with my Copics. This is what it looks like on plain white paper for the striped stitching. And so that one's cute. You could use any pattern paper like I did it with this one, and I think that it has a really cute look. Here's one with the little Santa, and here's a plain one with the stitching around the collar and the base. So you can color it easily with your Copics or other markers if you had those and you wanted to color instead to coordinate different kinds of colors and designs. You could also stamp on the sweaters. I didn't have a chance to do any of that, But I really love the way that this turned out. And so the snowmen, how cute are these little snowmen? So here's what my banner turned out like. And I think it's so cute. So the little snowmen cut out like this. So you have that wonderful fine stitching detail. You also get the little hat. I seem to be missing the little separate hat piece here. And all I did with these was I used a gray and a really light blue Copic, and I just drew around the edge there. And then I took some little Sharpies and I added 2 dots for a nose. I added a little carrot and some buttons. And then I went and I just doodled a little scarf on there. So it's really endless what you can do. So you can have just a plain snowman. You can add little faces. You can add little inking around the edges, or in this case I used my Copics. You can doodle in some little dots for the buttons, some little carrots. So you can do a lot of different things with these. The little faces can be so cute. You can make them different too. You can even add the little mouth with the little dots. But that's how I did my banner. So the snowflakes, oh my gosh, I love these snowflakes. And again, you get the separate pieces so you don't have to use them in the banner. I cut mine out with some glitter paper. And I think it looks so pretty and so elegant. I kept this one all the same paper. And then I tried some silver and some light blues, and I think that looks really pretty. And so you can even mix and match. You can mix and match the snowflakes, which I think is what I'll do the next time I put one together, is I'll try adding the different color snowflakes on there. Oops. And I think that gives a really pretty look as well. And last but not least, you get this sprig right here. So you get this little twig with the berries. So you have a separate die for the berries, and what I did was I cut it out with the brown cardstock, and then I cut out all the little berries and I glued those on there. And the berries have there's like a little divot in there too for shading, and so you could take a white gel pen and doodle over that. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that or not with this particular cut, but there you go. So this is the new winter banner dies with all the many little pieces that you get that you can use separate or with as layers on the banners. And I really love this new set to play with. It's so much fun, you guys. I think that this is going to make for a lot of great holiday cards. So let me go ahead and share with you the project that I created. So the first thing I made is this card, and I think that it turned out really cute. So I took the little banner and I put it across. I used the Jaded Blossom scallop rectangle dies 2 and the rectangle dies 2 for the layers. I did emboss this with my Cuttlebug using a Doris snowflake folder, and I did add some stickles to the snowflakes. I'm not sure if you can catch the sparkle there. And I used a sentiment from the Ugly Sweaters stamp set. So just in case you guys pick this set up, it will be very useful with this sweater banner. And so I used the sentiment, "Have a cozy Christmas." And I think it turned out cute. I plan on making Christmas cards this year. I generally make a few Christmas cards, but I haven't sent them out lately, but I'm planning on sending some out this year. The next thing I did was I made this sweet little treat, and I used that berry twig cut and the little sprig. And this right here is the Rickrack Topper Die, which is one of my favorites. And as you can see, I trimmed the twig down, and I used this little owl. And this is, I can't remember where this SVG is from. I know that it's a Nancy Kubo image. And then I stamped Ho Ho Ho, because it's kind of a Santa theme here with the Santa chocolates. And the Ho 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 is from this Holly Jolly Christmas set from last year. So these are the two projects that I made using the new winter banner dies. And I hope that this video gives you an idea of all the fun ways to use this die. And I can't wait for you guys to see the rest of the release. It's so much fun. So I hope that you'll be able to stop back in tomorrow for another project share with a couple more stamp sets. And until then, you guys have a wonderful day and happy crafting. Bye-bye.